be super cringe. Hola nerd amigos and happy Wednesday, and today I have a little treat for you. You guys get to laugh at me and how bad I was at writing. I'm going to read some of my old works of fiction and it will be interesting, so enjoy, I guess. The first thing I'm going to read is a poem that I wrote in the 3rd grade, and it was the first time I got any sort of recognition for my writing. I actually won first place in a statewide competition for elementary students, and I got to read it live at a bookstore, and it was terrifying. But here's to being less terrified reading it. Here, it's called Tornado. The wind howls. My house, someone yells. The house picks up. Dust is flying everywhere. End of poem. It's really short. I thought it was a haiku. It might be a haiku. I don't know. I'm not counting the syllables. But it won, you know, first place for 3rd graders. So, you know, not too shabby, I guess. The next thing I'm going to read an excerpt out of is this storybook that I wrote for Algebra 1 in high school. Because I'm extra and we had to write a tiny story, like a short story. So I wrote like this whole like pamphlet and there's illustrations and everything. I got 100 on it, so, you know. Also, there are a lot of math words in it, so yeah. Chapter 1, the introduction. Sally Circle lives in Math World. She goes to school at Rectanguland. In her math class, they learned about how to evaluate and simplify expressions, properties of real number systems, and the order of operations. All the kids at school made fun of her because she was so well-rounded. And this is a little picture. There's illustrations. And if you want to know something that's even more cringy, there's a sequel to this story. It's called Mathematical Love Story 2, Return of Triangular. Triangular is the bad guy in the story. I'll show you a picture of him. This is Triangular. He has a snidely whiplash mustache. And you know, I can't even use the excuse that I was young because this was literally like, I don't know, like 4 years ago, 5 years ago. Woo! The next one I'm going to read is a poem that I wrote in the 8th grade. And I also won an award for this. It's actually published somewhere in a poetry anthology. I have no idea which one, but it's published somewhere. This poem is called That's Just Me. Sure, I may be bigger than most, and yeah, my hair is unruly sometimes. I may tower over people of normal size, and I also have big feet and hangnails. These are the things you choose to see, but I'm also a nice person. I have a big body, but an even bigger heart. My hair is unruly, but I'm really smart. I may tower over you, but my kindness is greater than that. And as for my big feet and hangnails, hey, I can't help that, but that's just me. So I wrote that, and I liked it, and maybe you guys like it too, who knows? The next thing I'm going to read is atrocious handwriting. It's terrible, like, you guys can't even see this, but like literally, like, I don't even know if I could read this. And I think it's like a retelling of like The Big Bad Wolf, like the 3 Little Pigs or something like that. So I'm going to read it all because it's only 1 page. Hello, my name is Jacob Wolf, and I'm going to tell you the real story of the 3 Little Pigs. It all started the day of Dragon Con. I was on my way and I remembered my neighbor loves conventions, so I knocked on his door. Well, he was a pig and a stupid one at that, but he built his house out of straw. Well, he wanted to come, but he wanted his brothers to come with us. We stopped at the second brother's house. He was smarter, but not by much. He built his house out of sticks. Then we finally stopped at the last brother's house. He built his house with bricks. So we left and had lots of fun. But when we got back, there must have been a storm or something because pig numbers 1 and 2 houses were blown down. Well, they all went into the house that was still standing. Well, I go home only to find out that I left my socks. So I go back to his house and started banging on the door. Well, my other neighbor must have called the cops because the next thing I knew, I'm in the slammer. Oh well, next time I won't forget my socks. The end. Quality writing, Tiny Desiree. quality writing. I think I was probably in the 5th grade because that's when I found out that Dragon Con was a thing and I wanted to go. So I think it was like either like the 4th grade or 5th grade, but moral of the story, don't forget your socks. The next thing I have, and the last thing I have actually, is a play that I wrote in like 3 days, and we rehearsed it and we performed it all at camp. I was at summer camp and me and this other girl in my cabin wrote this play. So I will read you some excerpts of it. It's like a full like 15-minute long play. Like, I'm actually really impressed about the prolificness of our writing skills. And I was like, I'm gonna say 12 when I wrote this. A long time ago, when Greek gods were oh so careless, a demigod by the name of Angel plotted to destroy them. So she stole the ambrosia and nectar. Without it, the gods will become old and die, and because she was not pure of heart, she turned into something more evil than thought to be possible, a vampire. From there she returned the ambrosia and nectar, but she swore one day to return for her revenge. It's about Greek mythology mixed with vampires because I had read Twilight and Percy Jackson, so this is what came out of my brain. It's real fun. Yeah. In the middle of this, there's like a love story between a vampire and a goddess, and like there's a war scene. There's a literal war scene in this. But you know, that is enough of that. I've cringed about as much as I could possibly handle. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I have lots of more old writings if you want to see like a part 2 of this video. Let me know. I might do it if I feel like I want to cringe some more. But anyway, join us this Sunday, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time for our normal live chat, and I will see you guys there. Bye!